Yo, Turkey, tell him we going for Canelo next.
Yes. Let's go. Canelo, come on.
You heard it from him.
We are ready.
Just put me in the game. Just put me in the game. Canelo Crawford, the biggest fight in boxing. But we stay ready, though. We stay ready. That way we don't got to get ready.
Canelo Alvarez has signed a multi-fight deal that sets the stage for a major clash against Terence Crawford, potentially taking place in Las Vegas this September. The agreement, spearheaded by Saudi Arabia's General Entertainment Authority, includes 4 fights beginning with a bout in May in Riyadh. That fight will be followed by the highly anticipated Crawford matchup in September and 2 additional fights in 2026. Crawford has already issued his first message to Canelo following the official signing. "Don't mess with the lion," IT. Phrase echoed by Turki Al-Sheikh, chairman of the Saudi Entertainment Authority, in a post on social media. Canelo also responded with enthusiasm, posting, "Let's go, brother," at a boxing event. Prior to this deal, Canelo had been considering a fight with social media star-turned-boxer Jake Paul. Talks had progressed significantly for a Cinco de Mayo weekend bout in Las Vegas. Paul even stoked speculation by posting, "I've been the A-side in every fight, and that's not changing for this one." However, those negotiations were ultimately shelved. Paul's MVP Promotions released a statement expressing disappointment, saying, "We were in advanced talks for a monumental showdown between Jake Paul and Canelo Alvarez. It's disheartening to see how things unfolded." MVP emphasized its commitment to boxing and its fighters, adding, "Jake Paul isn't going anywhere, and neither is MVP. We remain focused on delivering the biggest fights and most exciting events."
You said that you'd like to go up against Canelo Alvarez. What gives you the right to call out a 59-2 boxer, one of the greatest of all time, when you've not yet proven yourself?
I'm predicting what's going to happen 3 more years from now.
So I'm
going to get to his skill level and beat him. I have one of the greatest self-belief systems in the world, and I know what I'm capable of, and with this new team, I can give Canelo a serious run for his money.
Jake Paul's controversial clash with 58-year-old Mike Tyson last November sparked widespread debate due to their 31-year age gap. Despite the criticism, the event was a commercial triumph, becoming the most watched boxing match of the year. A potential fight between Paul and Canelo Alvarez would have offered another spectacle, though vastly different in tone. For Canelo, a fighter with a storied career that includes world titles across multiple weight classes, including light heavyweight, stepping into the ring with a YouTuber-turned-boxer like Paul would have been uncharacteristic. Instead, the focus has shifted to a far more traditional but equally high-profile showdown: Canelo versus Terence Crawford, tentatively scheduled for September in Las Vegas. Canelo, the reigning Mexican superstar and long-standing super middleweight champion, has faced some of the sport's elite across divisions. On the other side, Crawford has built a legacy as a 3-division world champion, having started at lightweight and eventually becoming the undisputed champion at super lightweight and welterweight. His dominance culminated in a sensational performance against Errol Spence Jr. in their highly anticipated 147 lb unification fight. Crawford made his first foray into super welterweight last year, securing a solid but not spectacular win against Israel Madrimov. Now he's setting his sights even higher, a leap to 168 pounds to face Canelo. "I'm waiting on Canelo in September and going to shock the world during Riyadh season," Crawford declared. While the matchup is undeniably star-studded, critics argue it's more spectacle than substance. Crawford, nearing 38 by the time of the bout, would be jumping 2 weight classes from his previous fight and giving up size, power, and experience at super middleweight. His last fight was a narrow win, and his age is beginning to show. For many seasoned observers, the bout feels less like a competitive contest and more like a lucrative event dressed as a title fight.
Please, brother, choose great fight because we are building for the big fight. Him and Crawford accept to fight in Saudi Arabia, the big fight. But we, as a Riyadh season, know how is big this fight and also how is important, especially in America. For that, we prefer to do it in Vegas. This is the only condition. Then, in the last 2 weeks, we start to hear the rumors about this fight. And in the last 48 hours, we heard it is close. Then it is not for our benefit because we are building the big fight against Crawford. We want him to fight, good fight, great fight in May.
To keep the momentum going in the sport, a showdown between Terence "Bud" Crawford and Canelo Alvarez is at the top of every boxing fan's wish list for 2025. Both fighters have accomplished rare feats, each becoming a four-division world champion. Crawford enters the ring with a pristine 41-0 record, having systematically dismantled his opponents while continually seeking out bigger challenges. Canelo, despite facing criticism in recent years, remains one of the most accomplished and celebrated figures in the sport, a global superstar with championship wins from light middleweight to light heavyweight. Whenever two elite champions from different divisions meet, size becomes a critical factor. One fighter inevitably walks in with a physical disadvantage that can define the outcome, something that's drawn attention as Crawford prepares to jump 2 full weight classes to meet Canelo at super middleweight, 168 lbs. UFC commentator Joe Rogan recently expressed concern about this during an episode of the Joe Rogan Experience, joined by comedian Brian Simpson. Rogan, who has interviewed Crawford multiple times, voiced his admiration for the undefeated champion, but raised a fair question. "I just hope he's big enough to keep that dude off him, because Canelo hits so hard, man." After dominating at lightweight and recently competing at junior middleweight, Crawford is now set to leap to super middleweight in what could be a career-defining bout. Despite the size gap, Bud has shown no hesitation. He's been actively pursuing this super fight with Canelo for some time. The fight, reportedly scheduled for September, is expected to follow Canelo's return to the ring on May 3rd, likely at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas during Cinco de Mayo weekend. While no opponent has been officially announced, Cuban contender William Skull has emerged as a rumored frontrunner. In contrast, there are currently no plans for Crawford to take a tune-up fight ahead of the Canelo clash. If he sticks to that timeline, it would mean entering the ring after more than a year of inactivity, something that could either help him adjust to the added weight or present a challenge in terms of timing and sharpness. The physical edge clearly lies with Canelo, who is expected to come in stronger and more comfortable at 168. But Crawford's supporters believe his technical brilliance and ring IQ could be the difference maker. Former champion Amir Khan, who has faced both fighters, recently shared his thoughts with The Ring magazine. "I wish Crawford all the best, and I think he can do it. One thing about Terence is his boxing IQ. It's perfect. He sees everything. He's got movement, speed, and power. A lot of people don't give him credit for how hard he punches, but he definitely hits hard. I've felt it."